Okay, first of all, hi everybody, and welcome to our next stream, our next podcast. Anyway, let me go ahead and transition over to the studio. Okay, we are good now. So, first things first, we are going to be talking about Microsoft and Sony potentially ditching physical media while Nintendo potentially seemingly doubles down on it. And there's other stuff we're going to be talking about too. Anyway, let me go ahead and check chat on my phone. Let me make sure y'all can see and hear me good. I will check the chat on my phone for the YouTube and Twitch sides. I will have to actually I can look on my webcam for this, so we should be good. I just want to check see if y'all can hear me good. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we are good. Okay, first thing first. Let's switch views. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let me find X/Twitter in this case, as I prefer to call it Twitter. Wait, what? Okay, we'll talk about the Walt Disney Company reacquiring the rights to air Pokemon franchise on Disney Channel, Disney XD, and Disney Plus. Before we get to the Nintendo thing, so apparently this is news. Hang on one second while I look for see. Sony. Sony boycotts here. Hang on 1 second. Yo, what's up? I don't know. We're getting ready to talk about the backlash with Sony, and we're going to talk about the Microsoft thing about Helix and stuff first. Hang on 1 second. I'm trying to find now. I may have to look in my Discord for all of this. Hang on just a second here. Yeah, I think we'll look at this tweet first. Yeah, starting with Sony. As you can see here, they're saying kills video games. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt the Michael Jackson thing. Holds Spider-Man's rights hostage. Most likely true. Yeah. I could say two of those are potentially true while one is not. I'm going to type in Sony backlash to see what comes. Hmm. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, from Charles here is saying, I love how PlayStation are extra quiet after the widespread backlash. And Sony, a company built primarily on consumer electronics hardware just to foolishly protect short-term profit slash business goals, throwing away years of physical electronics legacy. Yep, that is definitely true. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, you can see the backlash here. Yeah, Michael here has a point. As you can see here, Sony Disc Backlash has a new shape. It's not just nostalgic. It's not just outrage. It is a fun. Yeah, it's just basically a big problem here. Next signal is not whether players are angry. Next signal is whether the anger becomes behavior, which is indeed true. Yeah, I'm going to turn the webcam off for this, guys. So hang on one moment. Yeah, let's see if there's anything else here. Yep, as you can see here, gamers have the power. Yeah, a smart move for Sony would have been to slowly move towards digital only content with no announcement. It's the whole frog in the pot of boiling water analogy. Instead, they've created a huge backlash from gamers that won't readily die out. Complete and total idiocy. Yeah, let's see what hashtag PlayStation, hashtag join the gaming revolution. Yeah, as you can see here, guys, it is crazy. And yep, there is a certain turtle. Or in this case, the if I was going to use an analogy, he's going to say, oh, but I'm still going to use it anyway. Instead of saying the frog in the boiling pot, I will say the following. A smart move for Sony would have been to slowly move towards digital only content with no announcement. It's the whole turtle soup analogy. Anyway, let's move on to a little bit of Xbox backlash. Yeah, PlayStation backlash is so bad. Rockstar is running away from Sony. Yep, that's definitely true. Hmm. Anyway, let's see here. Hang on one second. Yeah, this right here, this is true as well. Genuinely, how is Sony's reputation even going to recover from this whole fiasco? Uh-oh, Turtle, you missed something. Ding, 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 ding. As you can see here, Xbox just sent Game Pass subscribers a pointed reminder today. Ultimate got hiked to $29.99 last year. Backlash forced Microsoft to walk it back to $22.99. Now they're reminding everyone that price cut came with a cost. Call of Duty no longer launches day one on the service. Modern Warfare 4 skips Game Pass entirely, landing October 23rd as a standalone 70 purchase. Meanwhile, the service is losing 8 games July 15th, including Power Wash Simulator and a 6-year Game Pass staple in Golf with Your Friends. I'm gonna wait to see what his reaction, see what y'all's reaction is to that. But yeah, this was literally 19 hours ago. Sony and Micro Sony and PlayStation know exactly what they did. It's time for them to learn a very important lesson. And let's shut them down and end Sony and PlayStation. Yeah, as you can see here, guys, even even with the whole Xbox fiasco and stuff too, Sony is still getting the bigger backlash here. Yeah, this person right here said, I do care about gamers and video games. I do not want to walk or be a follower. I'm just being me. If I ask you what was the first video game that was created, you will say Pong. Now question yourself this: was it physical media or digital at the time? Which is definitely a big hmm. I see what you are trying to do. It will not work. I will keep fighting against PlayStation, whether you like it or not. You will never convince me otherwise, for I have already made my decision. I do find it funny, though. how you played into the hands of PlayStation's greed, or like played into Sony's greed, and are against gamers owning their games. You are just like the other idiots. I'll put that out there instead of saying the other word. But don't worry, while the real gamers are speaking their mind on this and turning PlayStation into financial ruin, you can stay. Yeah, I'm going to say this: get humbled in a corner crying, or yeah, it's basically huddle in a corner crying about the unfairness of how the gamers made multi-billion-dollar gaming corporation completely crumble. Yeah, I will eventually. All right, they put. I will even double down on this and say that PlayStation will not last another year after seeing the backlash of the real gamers. However, you can keep. Yeah, I'm done with this conversation. Yeah, let's continue to find stuff on Xbox now. Let's put Xbox Felix backlash. Okay, here we go. Day 3 of asking. Yeah. Asking Aisha, will the Xbox Helix have a desk drive? It's the weekend, so I totally understand if you're too busy to answer me. Yeah, day 4 of asking. Just wondering. Yep. As you can see here. It'd be absolutely totally hilarious if Microsoft did show Helix the desk drive and recreate this. A huge PR win would be worth it, but yeah, they're not going to do this. But wait, you know what, guys? Nintendo could do something like this with the Nintendo Switch, and just imagine what the publicity with that would be. I'll get to Nintendo after we get done with all the Xbox and PlayStation talk, though. Even this one right here, even Wolverine PS5 is basically saying, I don't know why this is being entertained. Xbox physical sales are even lower than Sony's, and if Helix has been in R&D for years as an all digital machine, how's it suddenly gonna have a disk drive? That delay the launch. Plus, it's a glorified PC, which is a digital platform. That's kind of true. Basically saying they own all current consoles, but had more or less decided I was done with Xbox next gen and just getting PS6. Now I've flipped. Okay. If Xbox Helix is a console that doubles as a gaming PC with Steam, that's so much killing than Sony's walled garden digital only ecosystem. Okay, guys, here we go. Here is what everybody has been talking about lately with YouTube. most likely Twitch, Rumble, and even Kick people, I'm pretty sure, talking about this as well. But as you can see here, important updates from PlayStation. News on physical discs for new games. News on PlayStation Store on PS3 and PS Vita. Yeah, readers added context they thought people might want to know. Phasing out physical PlayStation media raises anti-consumer concern. Chiefly, the loss of game ownership, moving entirely digital means users buy re yeah, basically revocable licenses rather than permanent assets, allowing Sony to pull access at will while eliminating resale and preservation. Yep, that is definitely true. Yeah, as you can see here, even RGT 5, OJ Player Essence. Yeah, a lot of these people that I've watched and heard about, yeah, as you can see here, they're all talking about this. Yeah. And as you can see here, even Domino's UK, when they're even people's talk about makes about as much sense as us charging or changing to digital pizzas. Yeah, as you can see here, guys, even the whole Helix thing is being overshadowed by the Sony stuff. Worst PlayStation generation of all time. Multiple price hikes, 99% cross generational games, digital push, and physical decline. PS VR2 dead on arrival. Multiple studio closures. Live service push. Huge game cancellation. Concord, Bungie. Yeah, SpongeBob here. Yeah, as you can see here, Pat Nation, you will own nothing. Yeah, that's if Sony has anything to say about it. I have, yeah, PlayStation nostalgia. I have no words. Final nail in the coffin of the company they once loved. You all saw the outrage over GTA 6 not getting a physical copy. Then you had the balls to start this with consumer preferences. Yeah, all right, bro. Lost your darn minds over there. Yeah, this is kind of true right here, guys. Yeah, PlayStation F the player, or in this case, the players. But yeah, this right here, guys, it'd be funny if Nintendo had a campaign showing them basically switching out games on the Nintendo Switch 2 or even the Nintendo Switch to the Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, this would be very funny. A really bad decision if you want to lose longtime fans who actually buy games and move on from your platform. And this is a way to do it, but there is a way to reverse this decision. Stock needs to crash. Yep, that is indeed true too. Jordan at Physical Paradise. Let's see if this is important. This is absolutely catastrophic for the industry, not only for consumers, but thousands of retailers that sell physical video games. How can the sales figures point towards this decision? Millions of discs are sold every year. Do you prefer to lose those millions of sales, forcing people to go digitally won't work as well as you think it will? Yeah, so even as you can see here, guys, even the PlayStation backlash is way bigger than the Helix stuff right now. Yeah, Savvy's basically saying that's right. Keep listening to the EWF and your ESG masters instead of gamers. Keep thinking you're a necessity. It's going well for you. Yeah, even Jake Randall chimed in. I'll get to that one in a moment. MBG definitely understands what I was getting ready to say too, and saying Sony don't know what they are under. I don't know what Sony is thinking. As you can see here, yeah. Here, Jake Randall, Rockstar pressured this announcement to come out a bit early, I'd say. Congratulations, there is no longer any reason to own a PlayStation over a PC. Yep. Again, same image I showed off a bit ago. This definitely aged well until today. If you are a developer, a publisher, a retailer, and this bothers you, speak up. Sony has abandoned you. Cause a fuss. Indeed, cause a fuss. Never stop making never stop making physical games, please. Yeah. As you can see here, guys, and now we're getting to the PlayStation Store stuff. Here we go. This is what happens when you buy digital, by the way. As of September 1st, 2026, due to our content licensing agreement, you will no longer be able to watch any of your previously purchased studio. Yeah, basically there's studio Cardinal content, and the content will be moved from your video library. Thank you, PlayStation Store. Yeah, guys, as you can see here, yeah, that is definitely ridiculous. I don't know about you, but Yeah, for those who are wondering, saying, Eslo, why don't you buy an Xbox? Eslo, why don't you buy a PlayStation anything? Let me give you, again, example A. Or actually, in this case, this will be example B when it comes to PlayStation right here. This right here, guys, is why, a lot of the reasons why I do not buy anything PlayStation or Xbox. Right here. Yeah, just so y'all will remember. That is why right there. But I will say this too before we get to the Nintendo side, that reason I basically buy a lot of Nintendo related stuff is because I actually have a choice of whether I want to do one of two things. Yeah, one of two things, and that is either buy my games digitally or buy a physical copy. Sometime in sometime in October, yeah, I'm going to be buying a physical copy of the two in one pack of the Toy Story collection games. And I will most likely be getting Castlevania Belmont's Curse. The game made 23 year that took 23 years to make according to what Konami is saying, as a sequel to Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. Yeah. Let's see if there is any Nintendo backlash that we can talk about. Yeah, I couldn't care less about fan accounts. Yeah, let me check some. First to do 80 games. Paid online. Abysmal backwards compatibility, just emulating behind a paywall. Description here, games never going to sell. That Nintendo. Yeah, as you can see here, yeah, this Nintendo. Yeah, as you can see here, this person right here has a stupid, stupid take. Yeah, I'll worry about this in a moment. Let's continue with Nintendo first and see if there is anything crazy. Yeah, Josh has a point here. Yeah, this person right here, whoever rescue is, has a point right here. Take a look at this, hurdling everybody. Nintendo was not the first to do $80 games. Go on PlayStation or Microsoft Store anytime in the last 10 years. They've got $100 games under the guise of being bundles, aka the game plus DLC plus a DLC costume. But yeah, Mario Kart was the first so far at the time only Nintendo game to have ever reached the $80 price point that I know of. Yeah, Burning Cider Ice has another good point as to why I stick with Nintendo for the most part. As you can see here, paid online, yeah, last to do it and cheaper than PlayStation and or Xbox by an order of any, and I'll put any magnitude. Games never go on sale. Yeah, show me that. Because again, there's been a lot of eShop sales, and yeah, I've definitely taken advantage of those. Again, another bullet point as to why I stick with Nintendo for the main part, or for mainly the main part here. Let's see here. Last to do 60 and 70 games, cheapest paid online, awesome backwards compatibility. There's a sale going on right now. Yeah, that's Nintendo. And again, speaking of, since we're also talking Nintendo, give me just a second to pull something up, guys. And yo, what's up, David? How you doing? Yeah, we're doing a podcast here, and yeah, we're talking about Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo here. Talking about what's been going on. Let's go to sales and deals. Yeah, tell me right here, guys. Even though based on play history, what they've picked for me here as far as games that go on sale. Yeah, out of these, I would potentially give Pizza Tower a try. Sonic Colors Ultimate, that would be questionable. Dark Souls Remastered, I could potentially care less about, and I don't give a care about the Jackbox Party. Yeah. As you can see right here, looky here, guys. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Looky right here, guys. A Nintendo game on sale. Again, not just the Nintendo Switch 2 version right here, but looky here, guys. It's the original Nintendo Switch version. Also, instead of it being this one being $48.99 like this one is. And let me give you my surprised face for this. Ah, the Nintendo Switch version of Breath of the Wild is on sale. What about that? And yes, Nintendo first party at that. And also, as you can see, looky here. Looky here, guys. Let me bring my surprised, shocked face out for guess what? It's the DLC. It's the upgrade pack for Breath of the Wild. Guess what? Oh, it's just basically $7. Yeah, as you can see here as well. Monster Hunter Stories 3. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Three Houses plus expansion pass. Hades 2 Nintendo Switch 2 edition. And also Hades Nintendo Switch edition. Both of these are both the exact same price. Yeah, as you can see here, just simply Hades is also on sale for basically $7.49. As you can see here, Age of Calamity. Age of Calamity plus Hyrule here. Yeah. Now tell me, for those who are going to come in here and tell me that Nintendo games never go on sale, looky right here. You see proof of otherwise. Let me bring out my surprised face. Ah, as you can see here, guys. You say Nintendo has never brings things on sale? Oh my gosh, looky right here. Look on screen. Nintendo bringing putting stuff on sale. Not just Nintendo. You've got your Capcoms, you've got your Segas, you've got your Ubisofts. Yeah, all those companies go on sale. Also, looky right here. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild expansion pass. Yeah, looky here. As you can see here, even though I've got the game and the expansion pass, as you can see here, Nintendo Switch only. Yeah, Nintendo Switch 2. And as you can see here, the upgrade pack. Yeah, here we go. As you can see here, $13.99 instead of $19.99. And again, this is for, as you can see here, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild expansion pass only. Yeah, as you can see here. Yeah, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope Gold Edition. 75% off for the next 3 days. Yeah, look at all this. Now let me type in if I were to do specific games only. Watch this. Let's do, even though I've got most all these games, I'm just going to type in TMNT for Nintendo for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Yeah, looky here, guys. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shredder's Revenge. As you can see here, 12.49 back on sale was at the time 24.99. Again, I've also already got everything as far as Shredder's Revenge goes. I've got everything as far as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. So, yeah. As you can see here, Cowabunga Collection. $15.99. A certain turtle just got that game. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Mutant Unleashed. Yeah, this ain't on sale right now as far as game by itself. And as you can see here, if you were to do the deluxe digital, yeah, sale ends in 5 hours. But looky here, it was $50, 70% off on this game. Yeah, as you can see here. Yeah, tell me anything Turtles never goes on sale. Yeah, let's make sure I'm not missing anything in the turtle category. Hmm. Yeah, looky here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, Radical Reptiles on sale. As far as the DLC goes, instead of it being $4, it's $2.79. Again, as you can see here, me already downloaded. Yeah, let's look at Sonic specifically now. As you can see here, Sonic Origin. Yeah, if you're doing Origins only, my gosh, guys, looky there. 70% off for the next 3 days. For and a for what you would call a steal at this point of My gosh, let me bring my face out for this. What is this? $9 for a Sonic? $9 for a Sonic? Yeah, and also as you can see here, Super Sonic. Free DLC. Again, this is free with Sonic Forces. Yeah, looky here. Edition, digital, Nintendo Switch. Looky here, guys. Where's the money? Oh yeah, that's right. It's free. Yeah, as you can see here, Sonic X Shadow Generation. Also on sale for the next 3 days, not just the Switch 2, but the original Switch version. A turtle, I don't know if you're considering this, but looky there. Sonic Forces. Sale ends in 3 days, and what? Say what? $10 for the game? Yeah, I've already got the version. I've already got the cartridge version. Oh, and over looky here, guys. Sonic Mania. What's this? Just $8. And why I'm being sarcastic and crazy about that is for the fact that if you know how to get these games without paying tax, yeah. Yeah, hang on one second. Yep, I'm going to bring in again, guys. If you want to pop into a live VC, you've got to be on the Discord. And the limit when I'm doing these is going to be 4 at the most, just like in the original Mario Kart 64. So that's not too crazy. Anyway, here we go.
I smell it astral cats.
And as the joke would always go on, I smell turtle soup brewing in the pot. And anyway, going back to Nintendo sales for things going on sale on Nintendo systems here. For those who are wondering, after Sonic Mania, as you can see here, Sonic Superstars Deluxe Digital Edition.
Digital Deluxe. Sorry, $1.
And then, of course, you've got Sonic X Shadow Generations Deluxe Digital.
The question is, will you do it though?
Probably not. But anyway, you got Sonic Origins Plus. And wait, what's this? $12. Again, Sonic Colors Ultimate. Again, $12. Yeah, guys, you see how crazy all this is now.
And also, I hear some people on the internet says the Switch 2 doesn't have games. They're wrong. Have a brain. Do your resource.
I mean, in that regard, I think what they're talking about is it doesn't have many games right now.
True, but that backwards will power berry. No excuse. Like Ezra said, how often, how rare a upgrade pack is. Like, how often an upgrade pack for the Switch 1 game to go on sale? Okay, ammo!
And as you can see here, we've been going for an hour with no frame drops too. So, yep. But yeah, let's look at more. Let's go to
Capcom.
let's see if anything Castlevania is on.
Oh, speaking which it is. By science check, it is.
Okay, the only thing I'm seeing right now for things as far as Castlevania that are on sale, Andra plus Castlevania bundle that is
Boy,
$40 and basically 60 cents at this point if you round up, 30% off.
and the Castlevania
Collections bundle, also the same price. Again, this is for the following Castlevania games, by the way, guys. You've got Castlevania, the Minions Collection, Castlevania Advance Collection, Castlevania Anniversary Collection, which I've already got.
The question is, will you get this to get the other two you don't already have? Well, you don't own the other two.
The next Castlevania I'm getting is actually going to be Belmont's Curse. And the reason I would be doing these separately if I did is because, as you can see here, Minions Collection here is only $25 if you round up, and then Advanced is only $20. Yeah, that would be the one thing where you wouldn't want to do the bundle for that one in that case, because, and again, this is if you're like me, if you've already got Castlevania Collection, as you can see here, look. Here's the price for it.
Yep, you might as well. You might as well look at Mega Man. Anyone's favorite fighting robot.
Everybody's favorite blue bomber, you mean? Yeah, Legacy Collection, X Legacy Collection. Neither one of those are on sale right now.
Go down. There was something.
11's not on. I just got X Legacy Collection 2 not long ago, and I still need to stream that eventually. Which means I need to go back and do Mega Man X4 eventually. The only one that I'm seeing on sale right now is Star Force Legacy.
Look on the bottom. Here you go.
I see the Cyberwave pack. Then there is, as you can see here, too, Battle Network Legacies Volume 1 and 2.
Beauty of Beats!
And Bungo Fusion Mega Man pack.
I know the rest I would do,
Um,
but you.
Arcade Second Stadium. Yeah, as you can see here.
Oh, go back to like sales and deals and click on Capcom.
I don't have to do that per the fact I can just do the following. Yeah,
Uh,
I was seeing Capcom Fighting Collection
but
beat 'em up
again, so
bundle.
that's not the way you want to do it. Okay, it's the only way to do it. Like, so it's by publisher. The Capcom category on the sales and deals. Yeah. The question, like you said, you may get like, I don't know, you're going to get Sonic at Shadow Generations. Here you go, Capcom right now.
Here's another one according to recommended for me, and I may consider Pizza Tower in the future.
By how long till the sale ends though. The 9th.
But this game always goes back on sale eventually, though. So I'm probably
I
gonna
think he was.
wait for the moment.
You might as well. Right, I hear great things about Pizza Tower. It's just like some people say it's because it reminds them of a Wario game.
Yeah, it reminds people of Wario Land because the game was based upon it.
Yep.
But yeah, like I said, I'm waiting on buying anything else right now because I just got some new things not long ago. Remember?
Like, sure. And also, pretty soon you are going to do a buying spree again anyway. Let's be honest with that though. And time to look at Ultimate Memes. Memeing on PlayStation though. A bunch of them.
You're saying look by publisher?
Yes.
I don't see.
It's on the top section. If you see Capcom. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah.
But that's just for Capcom specifically, though.
Right. Yeah, this may be the last person for before we move on to a different topic. Yeah.
No, we're sticking with Nintendo for a little bit because, yeah, I've already roasted Microsoft and Sony, specifically Sony, for the fact that I looked and there's not as many memes that I can find about Helix backlash as there is on Sony.
Yeah. Let me guess you haven't saw off the Sony backlash memes so far. They
Well,
are really.
well, technically, I just showed off one of those. Let me do it. Do I still got on here?
But I sent you a bunch of those.
No, there was another one I need. There was another one I looked at that I had on here a moment. Okay, here we go. Is this one? Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, I talked about this already.
Yeah.
Anyway, continuing on here. But yep, guys, this is everything as far as Capcom goes. Let's actually look at the best sellers for the.
The calls, Doctor Room.
Yeah, but looky here, and I don't think you were lurking when I talked about this and gave out my shocked face for this right here
Yes,
too.
I was watching.
Yeah, cause looky
Surprised
here.
you. Yeah, and also, if you want to get bottom wall, guys, no excuses. Do it now.
Yeah, and looky here, the original Nintendo Switch version again.
And yeah, you're on the Switch to one visit. Do the upgrade pack now.
I've actually already got the upgrade pack for that again. Remember, a
Oh, you
certain
did.
online service. Remember.
If you want to have it permanently.
Yeah, and as you can see here, guys, and this is on the best sellers right here too.
It's
This
the
right here, best
Turtles.
sellers. Not just any Ninja Turtles, remember, mind you.
Stratos Revenge.
Everything on the best sellers right now. Looky there, guys. We just mentioned Pizza Tower not long ago.
You might as well add to your wish list, though. You might as well. Like you say, you may not get it right now. You may get it in the future. Let me guess.
Because $9 is the best. Basically, $10 to this point for that game is the best you're going to get.
Let me guess. Are you going to get Sonic at Sound Generations? At all. If you are planning to get it goes on sale again, I do recommend putting on your wish list.
And again, guys, looky there. Certain Turtle just got this not long ago.
Ha 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 ha. Very funny.
I mean, technically you did, so. But yeah, just showing you guys the fact that Nintendo does have sales.
Not often though, but still.
Don't matter if they do it often. That right there, Nintendo just proved that they do sales.
Yeah. And also, we can right. Let's be honest. They always have Black Friday sales anyway. They always will. They always will. Always will be.
Also, I mean, yeah, right here. We just watched him not long ago too. Looky here. Been quiet on your timeline since the news dropped. Interesting. And then, of course,
Oh
with
my.
OJ Fluorescent. Yeah, Sony, place where you'll say, you'll own nothing and be happy.
Wrong. Damn wrong. Wait, somebody in the white says, "Dare you go to the white place tomorrow?"
I was answering him that way, but anyway, here we go. Yeah, Snap Blast plays right here. This is the worst PlayStation generation of all time, in case you missed this earlier. Multiple price hikes, 99% cross-generational game, digital push and physical decline, PS2 VR2, yeah, dead on arrival, multiple studio closures, live service push, huge game cancellations, Concord Bungie.
Let's say this right now. Maybe do the sound bit.
Stupid, 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 stupid. What are you doing? Stupid.
But
Going on.
yeah. And
There's no reason to say we're PCs anymore.
Yeah. After more than 30 years with Sony, I'm switching to PC with no physical games. There isn't a single valid reason to stay with Sony instead of buying a PC. Sony has officially killed its own appeal. PC has won. But here's a funnier meme right here. I saw this earlier, but I didn't show it yet. Cool, so in the future, we should expect an email like this. On September 1st, 20XX. Yeah, basically saying, due to our content licensing arrangements, you will no longer be able to play. It's basically you no longer be able to play any of your previously purchased XYZ games. And the content will be removed from your game library. Thank you, PlayStation Store. Play has limits. And they forgot to fix that where it says they forgot to mark out the no in no limits where it says play has limits. Yeah.
Oh, that meme. I saw that multiple times. Play the boss!
Yeah, and the caveat, at least with Nintendo, guys, you basically have at least a game key card.
What you prefer, guys? No key card or no physical? Well, you prefer.
And even then, Nintendo's not doing that with all their games. They're doing that with certain ones.
Like, only reason Copia has a game key card. It's not published by Nintendo. Was published by one of the Bill Party studio. Like, it's made by a Bill Party helping Nintendo in the Pokemon company. Look at Pizza, my Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, makes about as much sense as us charging, basically changing to deluxe pizzas.
Digital pizza.
No, yeah, but still, they're basically for the deluxe pizzas as well. I was making a meme out of that meme.
And I got 2.4
Mhm.
million. Another one. Shame on you.
Yep. No CD, no PlayStation. You kill what you created 30 years ago. No PlayStation. It's over. What an incredibly anti-consumer decision.
Oh, stop queuing games. Yeah. If you see Stop Killing Games, support that group, guys. They want to save your games. Let's be honest with that. And say, killing.
Here's one from Jake Randall. As you can see here, Rockstar pressured this announcement to come out a bit early. I'd say congratulations. There is no longer any reason to own a PlayStation over a PC. You could actually add in no reason to own a PlayStation or an Xbox over over a PC.
Here's another one. You saw all the outlets of CTA6 not getting a physical copy. Then you had the boss to start with this.
Consumer preferences. Yeah, all right, bro. Wash your darn marbles over there. I put marbles there for a reason because, yeah, sure, he said your darn mine's over there, but still.
Yeah, here's another one.
I know I showed this one earlier. There was another one here I was going to show off. Okay, here we go. Bye bye. I was already suing you, but that's the nail in the coffin. I'm selling my system, all my physical games before the value plummets in a few days. Your PlayStation Plus subscription update. You recently told us that you want to end your PlayStation Plus subscription. Here are the details for your record. Yeah.
Yeah. Pirate Mason, you will own nothing.
And you will like it. Yeah, I showed this one earlier. PlayStation F players.
And no rules. Find out in the comment of the copy I love. Yeah. Look at the ones I sent. Sort off the ones I sent you today, though, War. Most of mine are like, yeah, some of them are kind of various, to be honest.
Yeah. Took a while for some of these to load for.
Yeah. Ever stop making physical games, please.
Oh yeah, and I also mentioned, just imagine Nintendo repurposing this. Nintendo would get a lot of sales for the Nintendo Switch to Nintendo Switch 2 on this.
Let's be honest, Nintendo will be the only. If they don't backtrack now, though,
No, that's another thing. Remember what we just watched from Nintendo Prime.
Yeah, I know. Nintendo will be the only one left on the game market with physical copies. You can't be kidding, guys? No, we are not. Nintendo will be the only one with. Oh, that's the one I sent you over you. Well, that's one of those.
Yeah, but I'm looking to see if anybody else has thought about Nintendo being the only one. Yeah, I'm going to answer Smash JT here. No.
Wow. But with Sony any physical games, Potential in Sony 8, it's felt that digital games cost to us
Substantially
going
less going
serious.
forward.
It's, let's be honest with you, it's going to be a mockery.
Yeah, so far. Okay, here we go.
Heck, Best Buy? Look at the one with the Best Buy tag in it. It's kind of true. You go ahead and read it if you want. It's true.
The corporate
It's
geniuses
so...
at Best Buy took away physical media, but didn't replace it with anything. They greatly reduced traffic and lost repeat business if you don't sell some cheaper products. You won't get as many eyes on each of in large sales items. Counterintuitive.
Yeah. Best Buy is regretting the decision getting rid of physical DVDs and Blu-rays at this point. Even cake? And cake?
Physical forever.
1 out of 5.
Nintendo saved physical video games after Sony. I have been thinking long and hard about this. After January 2020, there will be 4 new PlayStation games. And no offense to Xbox fans, I don't see Microsoft carrying that torch.
Yep. Let's go see the other fall. It's 1 out of 5. Here we go.
Yeah, but Nintendo is a toy company. They started out making playing cards and handheld toys, feeding and selling plastic in their roots, and physical presence is there. Just look at your local Target. Mine has 2 sections dedicated to physical Nintendo Switch /2. That is true.
3/5.
Yeah, I truly think Nintendo is committed to the physical market, even if they make some missteps like game key cards. I've seen lots of media about how gamers have bought their first Nintendo console again this week in response to Sony PlayStation's backlash.
Yeah, they will regrade that decision now because they lose a bunch of people to
So
Nintendo.
get out there and support the big end, because unlike the other two companies, they are committed for now to sell you a video game in the box. Because if Nintendo decides that customers no longer want game cartridges, our physical future lies with only independent companies like Evercade, yeah, which is both great, but also they should put, but also both are currently a niche market. Help us, or even Nintendo. But yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah, January 2028. Silly typo there. They need more coffee. Yeah.
If the big three are sticking together to go digital on the next Xbox, yeah. Now you see why we had to do this podcast today, guys. Now you see why.
Yeah, I think Nintendo will say physical media and games. They usually go against what Sony and Microsoft do with PlayStation and Xbox. We're good with Nintendo.
They cut. Oh, speaking of Nintendo,
Hang on, before we continue speaking of Nintendo, there's one on here. Xbox already announced Project Helix is diskless, making their console no better. Xbox does their privacy bullcrap quietly, and so you don't see Xbox fans freak out because they don't read the fine print, and everyone praises Game Pass, which puts down and causes less physical game sales. Yes, definitely true.
and Game Pass is the ultimate downfall for Xbox together. Let's be honest with that. Nintendo, anyone saw like the only one person saw all this coming is Wata. Let's be honest with that. Wrapping his grave at this even moment.
Yeah. During a California State Senate hearing on the Protect Our Games Act, a government official said that community servers are a solution pieces, but an ESA representative stated that they are illegal. Yeah. Don't even listen to the ESA on that, guys.
No, they are the evil bad guy here. Let's be honest with that. They can't. Minecraft realms and Minecraft servers are like illegal. Yeah. Get all those responses to this. Yeah. Not gonna end well for them, let's be honest with that. And oh, you know something Mobiles? The ESA represents Microsoft. If you think about it. Now time to be on PlayStation again.
Yeah, we have a choice in our future. It's called Human Agency. We are the consumer. We don't want a digital only future. Stand now or we lose. The plan is easy. Buy only a hashtag physical media. Hashtag not buying PlayStation 6. Hashtag they should have put not saving PlayStation. Stay on top of the greedy outlords. They should have put outlords there instead of overlords because yeah, if you're only it's only an overlord if you're staying with them.
Yeah. And let's put up this like Sony free man. This and one. Let's look at that one. After only digital feature May. Yeah. If you want my opinion about the digital feature, hate it. Why? The graphic greens so what you want to buy. If you get my point. Maybe so we've sent this pin it to. Yeah. PlayStation's okay, Sony's not getting away with this.
Hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue.
Yeah, meet me on PlayStation. Okay, Sony.
Yeah, continue the meme for a little bit more, and then we'll meme some Rockstar for a little bit after.
Yeah.
But yeah, this person right here is basically saying, unfortunately, we are heading for a digital only future. What we need a consumer protection from companies deleting digital products that we paid physical production prices for. Yep, that's true.
Yep. Fun fact, guys, they haven't PlayStation haven't posted nothing to the social media in days.
Yeah. Yeah, keep the pressure on. Cancel your PlayStation Plus subscription. Cancel your GTA 6. Cancel. Yeah, don't buy digital, only physical disc. Yeah, comment everywhere demanding reversal of the decision against physical. Yeah, sell Sony stock. Don't have any. Spread the message.
Oh, speaking of okay, Sony stock.
Yeah, let's see here.
It's $20 per sale. Yeah, this one. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sony expected bid this generation. Cross-gen upgrade fee. And justified PS Plus hype. Artificial PlayStation Store hype. Blocked. 3-piece store game code sales. Yeah, cash
Okay,
grab. P1
first.
remasters.
Oh, I know what they meant by
Yeah, they
first
meant
party.
PlayStation 3, PlayStation.
No. It's Bill Party store game code sales. And
No,
first party.
they're talking about the. Yeah, they're talking about the remasters. They meant like for PlayStation 1 remasters and stuff too.
Yeah. And also,
Anyway, closed 7 Plus PlayStation Studios. Yup.
I may know what they talk about for remasters, the goal remaster. Okay, a bunch of remasters they done.
Yeah,
Half.
half done pro upgrades. Yeah, that's definitely true. Canceled 14 plus PlayStation games. Lied to justify killing discs. Yup.
Green has no limits. And go ahead and read that other one if you want.
Yeah, one of the most cowardly things ordinary people do is to shut their eyes to facts. C.S. Lewis.
Yeah, but he's still relevant today, though.
Oh, he's been relevant.
Like, that was way more relevant than ever now, let's be honest with that.
And yeah, mid means mid core. This isn't mid pro. This is pure slop. It's definitely true. It is worse than mid.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's
It's tr-
anything.
It's true with that. Oh, speak. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation added.
Here we go.
Thank you, Swiss to say.
Yeah, PlayStation can close your account if you are not active for 36 months. You will lose access to all of your digital purchases like games, DLC, etc. Note, this is due to EU laws.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Time to look at the response. Oh, another thing. Also, PlayStation will send you an email 6 months before you log in your account. Oh, contact them to keep it open. Simple. Yeah.
Yeah. It's done,
No.
but it's done, but generally, if you're taking a 3-year break, why don't you care anymore? Oh yeah, this person right here brings up a point too. Imagine being in a coma and wake up one day to see lost all your games and money you spent for years.
I can easily go busy those 6 months without turning on my console. Oh, another one. Like, I don't know if you saw this off yet.
Yeah, Sony definitely needs to be boycotted, and that's what people are doing. Enough is enough. Yeah.
No, we will not forget. We will not forget, though. We will not forget.
My previous car insurance was hiking up our rate in my
Let's be honest with that, though, right? We will not forget.
Wait. Okay.
Yo, stream!
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
look at this for a moment.
Yeah! And the other one, we want
PlayStation
that.
waiting and hoping that everyone will get.
What? Let's look at the response to this post.
That's literally what this is, bro. Bro, think we can't see him. Oh, God. Why did they have to bring up Joseph needed to be impeached Biden?
Yeah.
You can run, but you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you watched WCW or WWE back in the day, yeah, Scott Steiner.
Yeah, this is not going to end well for Sony.
No, it won't. Come on, post something. Gamers waiting for Sony to post something on X. Good luck with that. Yeah, Kevin has a point with the not happening. Here you go.
The meme is always coming back. When they pose. Let's do the cat one. Let's be. Yeah, you might as well. You might as well. When they pose, rewrite at dawn. Yeah, this is not gonna end well. Now I have so many memes the last couple of days alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right now, wall. And look at what they did for a tether, though. Eating a feast.
Sheesh. Yeah,
Let's see the response to this, though.
hang on just a second. I was trying to find. Where was it at again? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. And then there was another one here. Then Homer Simpson, of course. This will never get old. That's literally Sony right now.
Yep. You might as well do the hot tier one I said that one ago. You might as well. After we'll get the comments for this one though.
X right now. PlayStation fanboys after Sony announces all digital.
And look what they did for the Nintendo one. A Nintendo cat just eat a good meal.
Nintendo cat. Nintendo cat.
Let's look at all these really fanboy and your beauties. Yeah. Got a point right there. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Speaking of which, go buy Swiss 2 this month now before the price hike. Do it.
Like
If you want it, yes.
What, you
If you
talking
want
about Switch 2 Pro?
no, just buy a Switch 2, period. So, plus, in PlayStation, a message fiscal does matter.
Mm-hmm. I mean, technically, wait, I don't know if I showed you this, but there was literally people after they basically canceled their PlayStation, literally went and actually bought a Nintendo Switch 2.
That's just helping Nintendo at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's helping, and like Xbox and PlayStation, such reality, such game on my, they'll okay on consumer to the competition. Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, DK Bonanza, like any other first party titles, Mario's, the Xenoblade, Metroid, etc., have the full game on the cartridge. You can plug and play. Sure, you have patches and fixes, but the Switch 1 and Switch 2 always displays an option install or play, which is actually true.
Yup. DK Bonanza, okay, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and many other Switch 2 titles, specifically first party ones, are not game kickers and consider full game on the cartridge. breakthrough. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyone's going to Nintendo at this point, let's be honest with that.
Yeah, if they haven't already, they will. Yeah, I think they're meaning via AI here, but they're saying Nintendo servers stay online because the game key card contains zero actual game data. It is just a license. If Nintendo shuts down Switch to eShop servers, years from now, you'll no longer be able to download the game data if you don't have it downloaded
Domo.
before that happens. Physical card becomes an unreadable piece of plastic. In other words, let's say 10 plus years from now, yeah, we'll see.
Oh, speaking of which, we kind of got the first look how they go. They shut down right. The Switch 1 and Switch 2 could happen because the Switch 1 so was completely shut down in China not that long ago.
Oh, that was China, though, as they did with
Yeah.
the Wii Shop, which they undoubtedly 100% will if you own the physical key card. Let's say your Switch broke or got lost, something where you simply just a new one, given reason, key card will not, as the game data is tied to the server. Clearly, the same exact thing as the digital games in terms of its terms of service. Only you get the yeah.
Yeah.
This is completely different from Sony and Xbox's current physical discs. Switch 2 game key cards are basically treated as digital games tied to their servers that can and will be eventually shut down. Age of companies trying to sniff out ownership for the consumer has already begun, and we need strong passive wave to fight back. Yeah.
Yeah.
None of this should be legal remotely whatsoever if you buy a game with your own money, etc.
Oh, no. Proof to this post. Maybe just came out today. They deserve all the hate
That they're getting.
Yep.
Yeah, remember when PlayStation consoles were these mind blowing platforms with generation defined exclusives that were impossible for anyone else to compete with. Killing Japan Studio was the beginning of the end. This right here, this is that end. Yeah, CJ has a good point here. A good majority of Sony exclusives nowadays just follow the same formula, which is just very narrative focus over shoulder action game. Those games ain't bad, but holy, there's no variety at all. Sony already disappointed me with not having the same. Yeah. But yeah, look at this meme right here. We're not giving up. PlayStation fans and Sony. Yeah. So, yeah, no. The beginning of the end was in 2013 when Sony decided to sneak in that PlayStation Plus would be required for online play in the middle of their beatdowns on Xbox about used games. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just looking at something. Yeah, I'm definitely not this, as you can see here. Anyway, let's make sure we're not missing anything. Yeah, here we go. This was just 4 days ago. Yep, guys, in case y'all missed it, here we go. Earlier today, and this technically 4 days ago, came the news that Sony would no longer be making physical their games starting in 2028. That's somewhat unsurprising announcement given the fact that the PlayStation 5 Pro does not come with a disk drive by default. Also remind us, especially in the wake of Grand Theft Auto 6's physical copy simply being a box, a digital download. Future of gaming is digital, whether we like it or not. Yeah, I know it. While Nintendo seems to be performing a balancing act in regard with their game key cards. That anymore. Don't be surprised if Xbox will follow Sony's lead. Yeah, Windows Central's reporting that Project Helix, next Xbox console currently in development, will be a digital first product. And then with the update. Okay, here we go. Here's another thing I needed to cover too. Xbox reportedly testing the ability to convert physical games to digital. The Verge is reporting that Xbox is internally testing the ability to digitize your physical games. You'll insert your discs into the drive and install it onto the game console. Microsoft's new disc to digital feature will enable digital entitlement onto your account. If you share the disc or sell it, you lose the digital entitlement. Yeah. Go ahead and play the meme.
Stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, according to this won't be the first time an Xbox console focused on digital gaming. Back when Microsoft rebuilt Xbox One in 2013, they had a clear vision of the future gaming, entertainment, and it was all centered around the new Xbox console as an all-in-one entertainment device. Yes, their reveal event was rightly rememed for focusing more on TV, movies, and music rather than, video games. But strict always online requirements and digital infrastructure were also much. Yeah. Well, they are, or while they were looking to emulate Steam in the home console space, they want few, if any, people in the process. Yep, that's true. Whew. Oh yeah, another thing we need to talk about. Xbox is currently in the middle of a they're not in the middle of a reset. They're in the middle of basically bankrupting their Xbox division. Not only are we about to see price hikes for Xbox, but we've seen in your leadership department, there is also the looming threat layoffs hanging over the company, and this won't be the first time in 12 plus months that Xbox has undergone massive layoffs. I understand that the logic at shipping a console disk drive, especially when you're expecting the price of hardware to continue to rise in the future, is adding unnecessary. You also have to take into account the consumer sentiment here. People have made it very clear that they like having access to physical games. Given the backlash to Sony's announcement today, it'll be interesting to see what ends up happening with Vic Helix. Yeah. But that's not all as far as Xbox, guys. Yeah, here we go. After hinting at challenging economic conditions over the past month plus, Xbox is raising price of it beginning on October 1st. Just yeah, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, guys, that is just that's basically 27 days away. But yeah. Anyway, this is the second time that the company has raised prices of their console, doing so back in October by 20 to 70 August 1st. Price of a 512 gigabyte Xbox console will increase by 150 for a 1 terabyte console. Xbox made a statement on its website about why this. Yeah, it didn't have to be done. Yeah, they put we hope.
Stupid.
Yeah, they put we hoped another price increase would not be necessary, and we have spent the last several months working with suppliers. Options, unfortunately, console storage and memory prices have increased by more than 2.5x, and we expect another doubling by the fall 2027. Yeah, that's where the stupid comes into play. Because for those who don't know, it's Microsoft themselves that's causing this inflated price hike to begin with.
Stupid. What are you doing? Stupid.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, there's also a Elmer Fudd meme in it. Yeah, I'm thinking there was an Elmer Fudd one. Let me find. Okay, let's use the one for Tweety Bird here. He don't know me very well, do he? Then there's also this one. Yeah. Yeah, Pirate Nation has a point here. A new Windows Central poll shows that most gamers still don't want physical games to go away. More than 3,000 people voted, with 71% saying they prefer buying physical games over. Only 29% said they're ready for all digital future. Poll come as PlayStation plans to stop making new game discs 2028, and Xbox expected to focus more on digital games. Yeah, with that, we say the following to that.
Stupid. What are you doing? 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 Stupid.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Yo, what's up, Devin? How you doing? And also, welcome back. As you can see here, we're covering the PlayStation memes at the moment. Yeah, let's see here. Let's make sure we're not missing anything. Ooh. I don't think we're missing anything. Okay, here's another one. Nope, Nintendo puts their games fully on cart, but even game key cards are way better than just a mere digital purchase or code. So always a win over Sony. Yeah, let's see how long we've been going. Yeah, I think we're going to get ready to call this here. Ooh. Yeah, guys, that was definitely a lot. Yeah. I think there's one thing I'm going to talk about without having to bring up a video or anything on it, and that's the fact that Rockstar Games is bringing GTA 6 over to go over to the next Xbox here. But yeah, they're the one that basically showed off the whole announcement of an all digital future with their end first. They started out before Sony announced theirs. So yeah, just let that sink in for a moment. By the way, anyway, think we are done for the night. I will come back with another Sonic game next Sunday, but I will be back tomorrow, but I don't know what I'll be playing yet.
Yeah. Thank you, Disco, for messing up my microphone. Maybe guess you don't. You maybe guess you may not do no stream tonight. I'm guessing.
No, we went for 2 hours on this, like 2 hours plus on this in this case. Think about it. I try
We
not to
could
make
do
these I try not to make these podcasts go longer than a gaming stream.
Right, true. We could do another stream for that.
But
Do something
yeah,
rude.
tomorrow, guys, I will probably return with either more Silk Songs, because it's been a while since I've played that game, or I will turn to probably like a Game Planet, maybe. Again, just so y'all know. Anyway, let's get ready to find us a raid target.
Yep.
And I'm doing that. If you got anything you want to say, now is the time.
Thank you for having me, Ezra, and see you for the after party. If we are going to do one anyway, because it's not that late. See you for the after party, though.
Metal Drag.
Give me just a second to look very carefully here, guys. Also, guys, I could return to the Mega Man series tomorrow. Let me look at something. Yeah, I think we're gonna raid this guy getting ready to do some Mega Man. So yeah, let me go ahead and get his link. I'll post it in chat. And then for the Twitch side, if you are over on Twitch, guys, I will just do what YouTube calls a redirect. Thank y'all for tuning in and see you tomorrow.
Food math hasn't been mathing lately,